Most people look at a credit score and see nothing more than a random digit on a screen. They are wrong. That number is the silent gatekeeper of your adult life. It decides whether you get the keys to the house you want or get turned away at the door. It dictates the interest rate on your car loan, turning a standard payment into a monthly burden. It even influences where you live, as landlords scan your history before handing over a lease. This number is not just a metric, it is a gatekeeper that determines your level of access to the world around you. Most people walk through life without ever understanding the mechanics behind this gate. They let it control them, paying thousands of dollars in unnecessary interest. In the next few minutes, we are stripping away the jargon and the confusion. We are going to break down exactly how your credit score functions. It is time to stop guessing and start building. Think of your credit score as your financial reputation in a high-stakes video game. Every single move you make within the system matters. There is no neutral ground here. When you pay your bills on time, you earn points, leveling up your status in the eyes of lenders. When you miss a payment or max out a card, you lose points instantly. It is a constant, real-time tally of your reliability. Just like in a game, your progress is tracked, and the consequences of your actions are logged permanently. If you play well, the game opens doors, offering you lower interest rates and higher borrowing limits. If you play poorly, the game locks you out, restricting your options. The most critical rule to remember is that the game is weighted against the player. Losing points happens in a heartbeat, but regaining them is a slow, grinding process that can take months of perfect play. You are the architect of this reputation. Every transaction is a choice that either builds your standing or tears it down. You cannot pause the game, and you cannot reset your progress. You must learn the mechanics, anticipate the traps, and play with absolute precision. Now, we look at the engine under the hood. Your credit score is built on 5 distinct factors, but one towers above the rest. Payment history accounts for 35% of your total score. It is the single most important metric in your financial life. Lenders do not care about your intentions. They care about your track record. Every month, your creditors report whether you paid on time or if you slipped. This is where the foundation is either reinforced or shattered. Think about the weight of that 35%. A single missed payment is not just a minor oversight. It is a red flag that screams unreliability to every bank in the country. Even if you have years of perfect history, one late entry can drag your score down by dozens of points in a single day. The system is unforgiving. It does not look at your average or your good intentions. It looks at the binary reality of the due date. When you miss that deadline, you are not just paying a late fee, you are actively dismantling your own reputation. Consistency is the only currency. The second pillar of your score is credit utilization, and it accounts for 30% of the calculation. This is the trap that catches most people off guard. It measures how much of your available credit you are using at any given moment. Imagine a credit card with a $10,000 limit. If you charge $8,000 to that card, you are using 80% of your available credit. To the system, that looks like financial desperation. Even if you pay that balance in full every single month, you are still falling into a dangerous pattern. Here is the hidden reality. Your credit card issuer reports your balance to the bureaus on your statement closing date, not your due date. If you carry a high balance on that specific day, your score drops, regardless of your intent to pay it off later. You must keep your utilization below 30%. If your limit is low, make multiple payments throughout the month to keep the reported balance near zero. Do not wait for the statement to arrive. By paying the balance down before the statement closes, you force the system to report a low utilization rate. Keep your usage lean and stop the system from penalizing your health. With the heavy hitters covered, we turn to the remaining 35% of your score. Third is a length of credit history worth 15%. This is about endurance. The longer your accounts have been open, the more data the system has to trust you. Here is the mistake many make. They pay off an old credit card and close it to simplify their lives. Do not do this. Closing an old account slashes your average age of credit and removes a chunk of your history, which can tank your score instantly. Keep those old accounts open, even if they sit at zero balance. Fourth is credit mix, at 10%. Lenders want to see that you can handle different types of debt. However, do not go out and open new accounts just to diversify. That leads us to the final 10%, new credit. Every time you apply for a loan or a card, the lender performs a hard inquiry. By keeping old accounts alive and limiting your new applications, You finalize the structural integrity of your financial reputation. Now that you understand the mechanics, look at the scoreboard. Your credit score is a number between 300 and 850. This is the final verdict of your financial reputation. A score from 300 to 579 is poor. If you fall here, you are invisible to most lenders or trapped in predatory terms. From 580 to 669, you are in the fair zone. It is a struggle, and every approval is a battle. 670 to 739 is good. You are finally in the clear. 740 to 799 is very good, and 800 plus is the elite tier. You want to aim for 700 and above. Stop and think about where you stand right now. Are you in the red flag zone, where every application feels like a gamble? Or are you in the safe zone, where lenders compete for your business? This is not just a digit on a screen. It is a gatekeeper. The system is watching your every move, categorizing your reliability against these specific thresholds. Knowing your bracket is the first step. Why does this number matter? Let us look at the math. Imagine two people walking into a bank to take out the exact same loan. They want the same amount for the same period. The only difference is their credit score. The first person has a 750 score. The bank sees them as a safe bet and offers a low interest rate. The second person has a 620 score. The bank sees them as a risk and demands a much higher rate. Over the life of that loan, the difference is not just a few dollars. It is a massive, life-altering gap. The person with the 620 score might end up paying $50,000 more in interest than the person with the 750 score. $50,000. That is the price of a new car, a down payment on a house, or years of retirement savings, all gone simply because of a three-digit number. This is not a penalty for being poor. It is a tax on being unpredictable. Every time you miss a payment, you are funding their profits instead of your own future. Now, clear your head of one dangerous misconception. A credit score is not a measurement of how rich you are. It is not a reflection of your bank balance or your annual salary. You can earn $200,000 a year, drive a luxury car, and live in a mansion, yet still have a lower credit score than someone earning $50,000. Why? Because the system does not care about your net worth, it cares about your consistency. The millionaire might miss a credit card payment because they are disorganized or simply forgetful. The person earning $50,000 might be meticulous, paying every bill exactly on time and keeping their utilization low. In the eyes of the algorithm, the millionaire is a liability, and the lower earner is a golden asset. This is the wealth paradox. Your income provides comfort, but your behavior provides credibility. You cannot buy a high score with a big paycheck. You can only build it with discipline. The power is not in your wallet, it is in your habits. You are the architect of your own reliability. So how do you take command of this number starting today? The blueprint is simple. First, automate every payment to ensure you never miss a due date. Second, keep your credit utilization below 10%. Do not close your oldest accounts, as they provide the foundation of your history. Limit new credit applications to avoid unnecessary flags. Now, here is a secret for those who need a faster boost. Become an authorized user on a family member's credit card. By attaching your name to their long-standing, well-managed account, you inherit their positive history. It is a shortcut that can lift your score in weeks, not years. Once you implement these steps, the score stops being a mysterious gatekeeper. It becomes a tool. You use it to secure lower rates, to buy the home you want, and to keep more of your hard-earned money in your pocket. You are no longer a passive participant in the system. You are the one pulling the levers. If you found this breakdown useful, subscribe for practical money tips every single week. Remember, your financial life is built on small, consistent decisions. Start building your reputation today, because you finally have the power to win the game.